Hello, and thanks so much for joining us on this little video demonstration of our Canva account. In this case, we're going to be really talking about the open house activities that you are going to be planning for your Scout unit and the tools that we have built into our Canva account. Canva is a design product, a design tool on the web here, and it's really amazing. You can make tons of stuff, flyers and videos and all these kinds of things, but it's pretty darn easy to use, and it allows us to create some templates and things like that that you can actually use to customize for your Scout unit. So what we want to make sure is that first of all, you have, and actually we assume at this point that you've received the login information for the Canva account, and now you've gone to canva.com and you've logged in. Once you log in, you end up on this home page. This home page actually has the most recent designs and a variety of things. You don't have to worry about that at this point. What you're going to care about is actually your own Scout unit. So first of all, want to make sure that you hit this button over here on the upper right. Make sure that it says Unit Toolkit. That's very important because that's where the access is. That's where all of the templates are. So you're going to make sure you have that. And then what you're actually going to do is you can click on projects here in the left, upper left, and we're going to make a new folder. So that's going to be your folder where you're going to share, you're actually going to copy your content to and be able to edit it and play with it and things like that. So you're going to say add new and click on folder and then type in, unit name, number here, and we'll just say test. That's what we'll do there. And we'll just say continue. Okay, so we've created a new folder. It actually shows up right there in the first folder here in the most recent folders. And then what we're going to do is, you can see if you roll over this, it says blast off into scouting, race into scouting, things like that. If you don't see them over here, then you're going to want to search for them. You're going to want to search for them using the search tool here for race into scouting, or you can actually find them under the folders here if you dig around. So like you can see it here. But in this case, hopefully it's actually up here in the upper left because we've starred it. So hopefully it says here your starred pieces. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click on, let's say blast off into scouting. You're going to click on that and you're going to say make a copy. So we'll make a copy, and it says creating a copy of open house blast off into scouting. Now you can see here that it is making this copy. It's spitting this information out here. So we're just going to wait a second. And what we're actually going to do then is we're going to go and we're going to click on the little three dots here, and we're going to say move to folder. Now what it's going to show here is unit number test. That's the one I just created. So it should show up here pretty much at the top here. And when you do this, so we're moving this to unit number, your unit folder basically, and we say move to folder. Now if we go to unit number, this is the test folder, we should go in there and we will see copy of open house blast off into scouting. Now once I see that, I can actually rename it. So I can say, here I'll say unit number, that's like your unit number, under open house and blast off into scouting. So we now know this is yours, and it's sitting here under your folder. And what's really great then is now you can edit these things. So you can go to like our Instagram posts, for example, and you can click on this item here, and we can customize it now with your information. So it says build a rocket. You can zoom in here. We'll zoom in here for a second. Build a rocket and meet Cub Scout Pack 123. We would then put our time and date, location, contact information. We can actually move this around, stretch this out a little bit. This is pretty much a pretty basic editing tool in terms of you can actually change the font sizes. This is all built to have all of our fonts and everything in it, so you don't really need to worry about that. Also, you can see that we actually have inside of here, if you click on fonts, it actually has the most recently used fonts, but it has our brand kit fonts. It says the grit font, which we always like to use as all uppercase, and then the DIN condensed font, and there's another one here too. And so we use those, and also you can very easily drop your pictures in here. So here's what's kind of fun. Let's say you did have pictures of your scouts doing some rocketeering, and what you can actually do then is you could go and find your folder. In this case, let's go to I clicked on projects. We'll go to folders. This is the unit number test folder. What you could do is go to this folder, and you can actually upload files right to this folder. So you could upload a file, And you could drop it right in here. You could actually create your own new folder that says your unit number and then your folders, and you can actually upload pictures there. And all you have to do, it's pretty great. So watch this. All we have to do is let's say these are your photos. You're just going to drag and drop this picture right into there. Bloop. Look at how easy that is. Isn't that great? And to undo it, I'm just going to click Control Z. So you can do things like Control Z, Control C, copy pasting, all those kind of standard things that you do on Word and whatnot. And in this case, we've got a couple different versions of this little social media post. This one has Cub Scouts in it. So let's say we want to actually share this now on our socials. What we then do is, let's say I want to share this page 2 one on our social media. I click this little share button in the upper right, click share, and I click download. And I want to only do page 2. So I'm going to click, I'm going to check this, and I'm going to actually say, I want page 2. Click done. And it does give you these options. If you can actually make a video out of it and see what that looks like, you can play with it, see how it looks. It's kind of fun. And you can actually then download a PNG file or a JPEG file and do that. So it's pretty great. You can actually click on, PNG file, for instance. And then you just click download and you download it, and then you can upload it onto your social media platforms. I mean, that's basically how it works. Now, one other thing I'll just show you real quick here is we'll go back to the unit number. This is our, our test folder here. Let's go to the flyer. So we'll click on this. Oops, we actually need to go back to the Canva homepage here. It's a little bit easier. So we'll go to homepage. We'll go to projects. And we'll go to the folder this way. Canva keeps changing things around a little bit, so hopefully this is still all relevant for when you're doing stuff. But anyway, let's go to the folder here. And let's go to flyers. And we're going to click on it because we're going to edit this flyer. And so it has, it's a little template that we've put together here. It says meet your crew, launch details, where you can put your when, where, and all that information here, and maybe a little description about your scout unit, kind of what things you guys like to do and whatnot. And again, you can, drop in the pictures and all those kinds of things. And then you can click share, and you're going to download. In this case, what we want to do is download a PDF. And why? Because you can download a high resolution PDF. It says PDF print. And because we can download this, again, we can choose how many pages we want it to be. In this case, we'll just choose page 1, current page 1, done, and we'll download. And now what we want to do is then you can actually send this over to us to print out, which is pretty great if you want. So so for these kinds of things, we'll print them out for you. And where you do that is, let's just go to cpcscouting.org/marketing, because that's really the main page. But you've been there already, but I just want to show you that we have a little link here because we want to let you know that on these pages, you can get printing services here from the CPC. So you click on that, and that'll take you to a page that says, this is how you do it. And it gives you some directions on how you might do it, how much we charge for those kinds of things. But we do make it inexpensive as possible, because we know it's super expensive if you're printing them out at other printers and whatnot. So that's where that is. But anywho, so this is really how you use Canva. Hope you enjoy it. Again, what's great is that you just make that copy. We'll go back to the projects here, and we'll end here in just a second. We'll just make sure you understand that, but all you have to do is go back to the home page here, and you'll see these starred folders here. And remember, you just have to click on it, make a copy, and then move it into your folder. And that's all you have to do. And let me know if you have any questions. You can always email me at Chris, CHRIS.Bartell, BARTELL, @scouting.org. And I will do my best to answer your questions in a timely fashion. Thanks so much. Have a great day.